Welcome to Heat Check, powered by Defunct.com. These are the highest selling vintage t-shirts on eBay over the last 2 weeks.
Coming in at number 10, we have the vintage Old Ghost Designs RuPaul John Gringley's t-shirt. I've actually not ever seen this t-shirt. We've seen plenty of RuPaul t-shirts in the past, but I am actually unfamiliar with this t-shirt. But definitely got the mid-90s vibe here. It takes balls to be a fag. Like, yeah, we've seen plenty of RuPaul, and most of the RuPaul tees that we've seen go for a lot of money are like the mid-80s t-shirts, but this one did really, really well. Let's see if it got information. One of the rarest t-shirts you'll ever find. This is a true grail. Get it quick. Yeah, I'd love to know more history. If you guys know more about this t-shirt, drop some information in the comments below. Share it with the community. But this one's pretty cool. Great sale out of Canada. It says here approximately 1103, but I think that's basically with the current exchange rate as of today. At the time of sale, this one sold for $1097.54. At number 9, we have the Jesus Lizard tee, tour tee. This is it appears to be a tour, an English tour. This is obviously where this t-shirt is being sold out of. And here it appears that the Jesus Lizard played at the Manchester University Students' Union and in the UK. Look at that. Only 7 pounds to get in, or advance. October 1998. Pretty cool. I wonder who the special guests were. That'd be cool to know. I don't know if this ticket comes with the t-shirt or not, but we have seen this design a few times, and somewhat recently it's been selling pretty well. This one's, it's a little bit worn out here on the collar, but vintage t-shirts, that's just the way it is. Not a huge deal. But this is probably one of those, European variations. So, still pretty cool. This one sold for $1122.95. At number 8, it's been a while since we've seen an Akira t-shirt. Akira used to appear on the list all the time. This is a fashion victim version. Looks like it's pretty good condition outside of like some small holes, maybe. Yeah, and some like paint splatters here and there. But yeah, we have not seen Akira in a while. In fact, anime in general sort of hasn't been high on the list in the last like 6 months or so. I'm not sure if that's just a secular trend or if that's just a happenstance, because we're only looking at the top 10. They definitely still sell. But grunge has been particularly strong as of late. So, it seems that how it comes and goes too. Sometimes we'll have like 3 or 4 months straight of just crazy 3D emblem sales, and we'll have grunge tees, and then we'll have anime tees. So right now, let's just celebrate that we have some Akira on the list here. This one sold for $1499.95. Speaking of anime, we have another anime. We have the Neon Genesis Evangelion t-shirt, size XL. This is from like 2000, so this is like a fairly recent tee. Like, it's kind of crazy. It's pretty worn out. You can see the graphics pretty faded. It's got some loss. Obviously got some wear. A lot of European Screen Stars tees popping out here. But banger t-shirt, especially if you're into this stuff. Like, it's hard to come about this stuff. This one actually's got quite a bit of wear on it too, so like a lot of holes around the collar and the armpit, etc., etc. But this one still sold for $1,500. Super cool tee.
If you want to increase your chances of ending up on this list, we recommend checking out Defunct.com's authentication, grading, and consignment services. Check out Defunct.com for more details.
Then next up, we have the Hole t-shirt. I would love to get my hands on a cool Hole t-shirt. I actually don't think Hole generally has like cool t-shirts, generally speaking. I think their designs are pretty simple. But either way, we have the Use Once and Destroy. Very specific t-shirt. February 15th and 16th, Roseland, New York City. A fan of the channel sold this actually. Here Jeffries, New York City, said he picked it up at a street fair, had to pay up, but it was worth it in the end, so was able to make a little bit of money on top of what he picked it up for. So that's pretty cool. So congratulations. Definitely a dope t-shirt. I love this, the hearts on the back here. Super cool. Great little piece there. This one sold as well for $1,500. Next up, we have the Soundgarden Super Unknown tee. Grunge still hanging in there, strong. This one looks like it's in really good condition outside of like a few defects, like maybe just like a couple spots here. Pretty crazy. On the Brockham XXL, you don't actually see the XXL very often. I'm curious if they include measurements. Yeah, right here, 26 by 28. So that is pretty wide. That's very wide, even for an XXL. I feels like that's even bigger. I think they took the picture this way to make it not look so big. I don't know why you would do that. Take the picture like this, but anyway, super cool Soundgarden t-shirt. We've seen it a few times. It's on this list pretty regularly. Probably getting close to retire. We have retired a couple Soundgardens, but this one sold for $1599.99. Then we have the Sade Lovers Rock 2001. This is, I think, officially the youngest t-shirt in the top 10 here. But we haven't seen this particular design. We have retired some of the deluxe Love Tour tees just because we see them too often. But we have not seen this particular design. I'm not sure if it's a bootleg or what, but we have not seen it. So figured we include it because it did sell really, really well. Sade tees always making big waves, making lots of money selling. They don't seem to show any signs of slowing down. We've had the Sade tees on the list for, probably maybe half of the last 4 or 5, 6 heat checks. This one though did just fine, and being that it is a more rare design, it did sell really, really well, and this one sold for $2,000. Next up, we have a tee that's super cool. This is the Nirvana Cow Palace t-shirt. Normally we keep off Nirvana t-shirts just because we see them so often, but we do not see this one particularly often. I believe this is a Picasso painting or some version parody or something. I think it's Picasso. Looks Picasso. But here we have the show to raise awareness about in Bosnia and Herzegovina, which is really cool. Cow Palace with disposable L7 disposable heroes and the breeders. I actually spent quite a bit of time in Bosnia and Herzegovina, so this is kind of a cool t-shirt with my connection. So and a pretty rare one as well. We have not seen this one in a while. And this one was up for auction, and at one bid later, sold for $2,500. Then at number 2, we have the 90s Ride Nowhere Parking Lot Bootleg. This is actually probably just as cool as any other Ride tee. But this one is autographed, so that probably raises the value, but because it's a unique design we haven't seen, it's kind of hard to not put this on the list, especially for what it ended up selling for. I believe they got this signed. It looks like they got it signed at their show in LA in 2023. Here's pictures of them signing it. So really wild, super cool t-shirt. I'm not sure how much of the value is in the autographs or how much of the value is in the t-shirt itself. I'm sure the t-shirt itself would go for quite a bit of money. Autographs might add a little bit to it just because it's a Ride, but may also detract from it to some degree. But we'll never know because I've not seen this design sold before, and being that it's a parking lot boot, it's unlikely that we'll see it again. Either way, this one sold for a crazy $5,000. Then at number 1 this week, we have the Pearl Jam Choices size XL Kids Prefer Crayons to Guns tee. And this one's a bit of an anomaly. This t-shirt normally doesn't sell for what it's sold for. This you can get this for quite a bit less than that. There have been seasons where this one has been high on the list, sold for a lot of money. But this one is really fascinating because it sold for quite tons of money, and the shipping was $100. I'm not entirely sure why. We haven't been entirely sure how this sold. And again, this is a good moment to clarify. We just report what eBay says sold, and these sale numbers are accurate. We've been doing this for years now, and these are always accurate to what got sold. But what can throw these off sometimes is that this guy may have turned the pool, who actually sold the number 1 and number 3 T-shirts this week, may have made a deal to sell more T-shirts, and this might have been a side thing, and they just paid for this one, so it makes it look like this listing sold for this amount, and the listing did sell for this amount, but maybe there was other T-shirts included. It is kind of hard to say, so we don't really know, but we do know that this particular listing sold for $5,100 for the number 1 spot. Kind of unusual, but it definitely is a big sale. And Turn the Pool looks like he's been liquidating some T-shirts and had some good ones. So pretty wild one here. But this one is number 1, even if it is by a technicality.